You know, and early on, you want to win games, of course, but maybe even more important, Chris, establishing your identity for the long haul.
Yeah, I mean, early wins and losses, they can be deceiving. If you think about teams that peak too early, you want to make sure that you establish your identity. And I would suggest for any rookie, your main character of your identity should be this: great listener, hard worker. After that, we'll see how many points you score, how many rebounds you get. But you need to come in as a rookie humble, ready to work, ready to listen, and then usually things will sort themselves out.
Great perspective. Here's the starting group for Houston. Over on the wings, it's Harden paired with Melo. Clint Capella is out there with Chris, and it's Paul in at the point guard. James with it. Ingram outside. Caldwell Pope on the wing. 5 to shoot. It's James atop the key. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
You know he's confident from outside the arc. I mean, James has no fear pulling the trigger when he's feeling it.
Anthony kicks to Capella. Harden with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Chris. Screen by Capella. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And some nice passing there by Houston. Rondo with the steal. James outside. Dishes to Ingram. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Not settling. Ingram uses his size and athleticism getting to the paint.
Harden against Caldwell Pope. Anthony sets the pick for Harden. Down low. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And aggressive defense causing the mistake, then cashing in.
What a beautiful steal off of great anticipation. His instincts right there were right on.
Capella kicks to Paul. Screen by Capella. Anthony. And that one goes long.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
Harden up top. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. To end the run, the Rockets again can't hit. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's Ingram missing.
A defender nowhere near him, and he still can't hit it. He wants that one back.
Harden can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 4. Ingram passes to LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
Rockets trail by 6. Anthony sets the pick for Harden. The wide open look here for Anthony. No good on the shot. And the Lakers take it the other way. Ingram kicks to LeBron. McGee inside. Capella's there. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
Anthony, the pass to Chris. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
LeBron outside. Paul with the steal. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. From deep, Harden. The rebound by the Lakers. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
And it might not be the rivalry that a lot of the conference matchups are, but who knows? Maybe this is the year it heats up a little bit.
James kicks to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. Over Anthony. Los Angeles with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Rondo passes to Caldwell Pope. Ball against Rondo. Back to Caldwell Pope for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. The Rockets trail. Paul kicks to Harden. Over Caldwell Pope, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Caldwell Pope.
The night Harden put up 60 points and had a triple-double. That was so amazing. I got to mention that's incredible.
James Harden, the league leader in free throws made for 5 of the last 6 seasons, and he came in a close second that other season.
Oh, yeah, I mean, about a third of his points come at the line. He's made an art of creating contact. You really think about it. Some would even say tricking the officials from time to time.
Anthony on the wing. Over Ingram. Another miss by Houston.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Well, a high-octane offense in Houston. That's been a staple for any of Mike D'Antoni's teams. The Rockets, they do it a little differently. ISO ball, half-court, threes, get out and run. They get buckets.
Both free throws good from McGee. And the Rockets last season, second in the league in two-point percentage, but Chris last in the league in two-point attempts.
Can you believe it? I mean, they shot more threes than twos, actually. That's crazy. I mean, you might say, well, take it inside. But the Rockets are looking at points per shot. By that metric, they're threes neck and neck with the twos.
Now the Lakers on the break. Floats it up for James. Anthony against Ingram. Capella sets a screen for Anthony. Passes to Harden. And here's Chris. Here's Capella. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, Chris, Clint Capella had a schedule in his development. You know, credit his tremendous work ethic. You see it, Chris, in his passing, finishing, and certainly at the free throw line.
No, his second season, I mean, he shot below 38% at the line. I mean, among players with 150 or more attempts, that was the 5th worst percentage in NBA history. But he's made tremendous strides there, and that's freed him to be more aggressive offensively. Not worried about getting fouled.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
Paul really has no holes in his game. I mean, he's consistently one of the league's best free throw shooters.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Ball's checked in.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at
it. Pass to Kuzma. Fires the 3. And the Lakers with another miss. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kicks it out to Harden. Ingram against Anthony. Anthony. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Rockets lead by 2.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Ball, the pass to Hart. James outside. Ball against Paul. Kuzma sets a screen. Fires for 3. The Rockets pull it in. Outside Anthony. To the middle. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Anthony.
He's not going to outmuscle too many guys, but Paul still has too much grit to let a little contact keep him from finishing.
James outside. Kicks it to Ingram. Kuzma sets a screen. Jacks up a three. Chris with the rebound. Rockets on offense. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Lob pass to Capella. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And that one drops for him. LeBron's got 7 points.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Harden the pass to Paul. For the three. And James Harden hits from deep.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Ingram kicks to Hart. Stolen by Harden. Ball against ball. Now here's Paul. Defense is right there. Basket good. Now it's a 7-point Houston lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And 6'10" forward Marquise Chris, the 8th overall pick in 2016 out of the University of Washington.
And you know, Kevin, it was almost like he took a step back in year 2. The guy's an athletic pogo stick, but you're going to need more than just size and leaping ability if you want to succeed in this league.
Houston making his switches. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. And Stevenson's checked in for Ingram. Last season, C-Webb, the Lakers made an effort to play with a high pace in their games.
Well, this is the direction the team wants to strive towards. I mean, second in the league last season in pace of play. The players and the front office all want to get back to that shuttle. Oh, goodness. Wow. I love how fierce James is. A ferocious dunk artist.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Habit, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Green against Stevenson. Back to Nene. Nene setting the pick for Gordon. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Gordon's got his first basket.
And that first quick step of Gordon, I mean, super effective at getting him space, which gets him to the rim.
Ball, the pass to Hart. Kuzma sets a screen. Hart kicks to Stevenson. Kuzma with a screen on Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ball. No good with the triple.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Green, the pass to Paul. Nene with it. He's covered by Ball. Releases. Off the left rim and out. Lakers trail by 4. The kick out to LeBron. Back to Ball. Ball sets a screen for LeBron. And he banks in the layup. LeBron's got 11 points.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Now, here's Tucker, covered by LeBron. Nene, the screen. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. P.J. Tucker, C-Webb, was an undersized power forward at the University of Texas. He made a pretty effective transition to small forward in the pros.
I mean, the way the game is going now, he's able to slide back to that power forward position as well. The strength to hold his ground. I mean, a good enough shooter to space the floor for his teammates.
Now here's LeBron, guarded by Tucker. Kuzma with the screen for James. Inside, and Kuzma slams it in.
The mobility of Kuzma coming into play there. Outstanding at setting good screens and rolling fast.
Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Ball. And the wide-open shot from Green. Another miss by Houston. The Lakers trail. Feeds to James. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. And, Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
For Paul, he's taken a lot of pride in his ball handling. You see that every year.
And here is LeBron. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Portland. Lets the three fly. No good that time. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Rockets lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about where all that started.
It's been a sort of long relationship, you know, and obviously me, Bron, Melo, D. Wade have all really got really close. And that stems from the time with the Olympics, USA teams, and then just sharing a lot of the same likes and values and having kids and family and different things like that.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GAs spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, I like the attitude they've shown coming in here. I mean, really applying pressure and trying to give this crowd nothing to cheer about.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Gordon is at the 2 with Green playing the 3. P.J. Tucker is out there with Nene, and it's Paul in at the point guard position. Paul against Ball. The pass to Kuzma. The 3. Offensive rebound. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Ball.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Nene dishes to Paul. Can't hit from 12.
Defense recognizing the situation and getting right in his face once he got close to the bucket.
James kicks to Hart. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Rockets shooting reasonably well, 45%. And it's Green with the jam.
I've seen Paul make about 1 million of those passes over his career. It never gets old.
Timeout called the Lakers. As you talk about IQ for the game, skill and competitive desire, few can rival Chris Paul.
Well, his buddies LeBron and Wayne tease him about having a Napoleon complex. But whatever the reason, his motivation and perfection, it's impossible to stop.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Beasley comes in for James. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Josh Hart. James Ennis, he'll check in for Houston. Beasley the screen. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. To the paint. 6 to shoot. Fade away. And the shot is good.
Since he's wide open, he's got time to add a little style with the fadeaway.
Houston in the lead. Now Gordon. Paul outside. Gordon with a screen on Ball. Now here's Ennis. Not a lot of room. From deep three-point range, and it's Gordon missing.
And truth is, though he misses that one,
it's a shot he normally makes.
Let's not lie. He has the skills to do it. We've seen that, but you still like to work for something closer.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Ball kicks it to Tucker. Nene, the screen. Tucker, the pass to Nene. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Nene's got his first points of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Well, his rebounding stood out, too. He gave them a big lift on the boards.
Ball passes to Nene. Nene setting the pick for Ennis. Back to Nene. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. And now it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Ball over in the corner. Caldwell Pope. From outside, off the mark.
You can't fault him for taking the three when he's that wide open. You can't pass that shot.
Ball with the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
LA's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Tipped away. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Ingram's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Anthony comes in for P.J. Tucker. And James Harden subbed in for Paul. Now here's Ingram. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Portland.
Don't forget his rebounding work, too. They couldn't contain him on the glass.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Coming off a terrific season. How about 30 points per game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds? What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Yeah, impossible to check right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Houston making a switch. Chris is checked in.
But just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short arm that layup.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. We have a look at the Rockets organization, Chris. One of the best run teams people think in this league.
Oh, well, definitely. I mean, over a decade of winning basketball, they find ways to win, and then they won't be satisfied till they win it all.
Good on the second free throw. You played, C-Web, for a number of different teams. How did you personally measure an organization's quality?
It starts at the top. It's the commitment to winning. It's the little things, caring for players, everyone else there on the staff as people first, and then also setting the tone, letting people know that we're a winning organization. You know, I've been to some organization, and the word winning has never come up from the top brass, if you could believe it or not. So you know who wants to win. You see the intensity on the owner's face. You see the intensity on everyone's face as well, and you can tell by that passion who's foxhole.
And Ingram is so graceful with the catch-and-shoot jumper. His lightning-quick release allows him to get off his shot in no time.
Capella with a screen on Kuzma. Chris can't hit. Lakers trail by 5. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Rebound by Ennis.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
And the dunk by Capella.
Leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing. How to finish these alley-oops.
Ball with it. 5 points in the game. Outside for Caldwell Pope. No good on the triple. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on an 11-3 run. Outside Anthony. Pass to Ennis. Capella sets a screen for Ennis. Lets a floater go. Got a hand on it. Caldwell Pope left side. He kicks to Beasley. Pass to Kuzma. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Here's James. He's got 12. Off the inbound, no good. Ball against Harden. Shoots the three. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
His three-point game is heating up. That's his 2nd three of the quarter, 3rd overall.
James kicks to Ingram. Back to James. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's McGee with the jam.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Pass to Capella. Now here's Ennis. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And here's Ennis looking for his first basket still in this one. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And they're running. And that one is hammered home.
And the long arms of Caldwell Pope are so dangerous on defense. He is so good at making his man feel uncomfortable, which in turn earns him a ton of steals.
Harden against Ball. Harden can't hit.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
LeBron passes to Ingram and slam dunk by Ingram.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
Anthony's shot is off.
He had 1 3-pointer in the first, but still searching for that second.
Caldwell Pope passes to Ingram. Ball with it, now guarded by Ennis. Caldwell Pope kicks to James. Back to Caldwell Pope. James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Ingram's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's in there. McGee's got 4 points in the quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Such a creative player. Look, James is fantastic at reading the floor and finding his teammates.
The Rockets shooting just 39% in their second quarter. Anthony with the screen on Ball. The pass to Capella. Now Chris. Pass to Anthony. Trying to get back on track. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Houston.
And you think about Mike D'Antoni, the modern-day godfather with pace and space. We saw this with his teams back in Phoenix, Houston. Actually, middle of the pack in pace of play. They certainly looked to space the floor. They were shooting more 3s than 2s.
A fadeaway, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
1:33 left here in the second. It's LeBron with the drive. Clock at 4. McGee is screen on Harden. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. And talk about Houston slowing down a bit from D'Antoni's usual run-and-gun style.
Oh, yeah, they want to get Harden, one of the best shooters and passers in the game, in a mismatch, and let him pick his man apart. D'Antoni showing more flexibility with his system than perhaps you give him credit for.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris. And Paul subbed in for Anthony. One-on-one here. Paul against Ball. There's the dish to Ingram. Kicks it to LeBron. McGee sets the pick for James. Shoots over Tucker, and another basket for the Lakers.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Outside, Green. Harden against Caldwell Pope. Harden can't hit.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Harden's got the game tied up here for Houston.
So assured inside. I love how Harden takes the defense head on.
Now here's LeBron, guarded by Tucker. LeBron dishes to Caldwell Pope. Over Paul. And released it in time, but it's off the mark.
Well, you see why Paul's made all defensive first team so many times in his career. Terrific job.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Carmelo, first half in the books. What do you need to focus on in the second half to get this win?
Well, just communication and trusting one another. When somebody get beat, the next guy got his back, and we're just trying to get up and down, get going somewhere somehow. For the most part, we did pretty good. A couple of adjustments on the defensive end. Make some shots and we'll be fine.
Well, thanks for your time, Carmelo. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
They got to get more aggressive on the glass. Over the first half, we saw them being schooled down low. You know what I'm going to say, Ernie. Barbecue chicken. If I was coach in the locker room right now, they'd be getting an earful. Extra rebounding. Effort will pay off in other ways. The energy is really where it starts. Something like that, Ernie.
And that should do it with the...
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
The 4 and 5 are the athletic duo of LeBron and McGee. On the perimeter, Caldwell Pope and Ingram. And it's Rondo in at the 1. That's the Laker 5. That's tipped, and they get it back. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Ingram can't get that one to fall. Down low. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Here's James. McGee a screen. Caldwell Pope passes it to LeBron. Over Chris. Nails the 16-footer. 16 points for LeBron.
Powerful, yet effective. James has always done a lot of damage from the mid-range.
Anthony with the screen on Caldwell Pope. Passes to Carmelo. He feeds it to Capella. Basket good. And the Rockets lead by 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Well, at the start of the summer, many expected a busy market for Capella in free agency. Eventually, though, signing a 4-year deal to remain with the Rockets. I feel like it's a great deal for Houston as Capella gives them the perfect inside presence to complement Harden and Paul.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Harden kicks to Chris. Capella sets a screen for Paul. Over Rondo. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, man, Capella absolutely destroys the opposition on the offensive glass, using that gigantic body of his to snag down second chance opportunity.
Caldwell Pope left side. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Los Angeles.
And when you're riding on the upper end of the conference like these guys are, you usually have an excellent distribution of how and where you get your points. And these guys have a very effective offense, getting it done inside, outside, and from mid-range as well.
Ingram kicks to Rondo. To the paint. And the dunk by LeBron.
Whether he's driving, posting up, or firing from deep, you know LeBron has it all. Even a fantastic evening for him.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Capella, the pass to Harden. From 12 feet out. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Harden's got 17.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
James outside. McGee is screen on Anthony. Ingram attacking. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from McGee.
And Caldwell Pope has improved as a passer. Nice to see that development in his game.
Capella kicks to Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. The drive by Rondo to the inside. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Rockets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Harden against Caldwell Pope. Paul, good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 10 points for Chris Paul.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it's McGee with the jam.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Harden's shot is off.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
When it comes to ongoing contract negotiations, C-Web, how distracting did you find it for those players and for yourself to deal with all that going on?
It can be very distracting if you allow it to take over. What I would suggest for players in those situations, whether you're a restricted free agent or a free agent, I would give you one piece of advice, and I think LeBron has epitomized this. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about what team or what pending teams or what city you like to go swimming in or you and your wife visit in the summer, because all that does is create confusion. And all it does is send a message to fans and other players that maybe you're thinking about something that you can't control at that time. And so usually I think you should go introspective. You should work as hard as you can to improve and to get better. But that is something that definitely can distract you. And so hopefully you have a great layer of people that can be barriers from kind of the outside noise. The contract is going to be what it's going to be, and the only way you can continue to prove your worth is by going out there executing every day on the court.
Good stuff. Here's LeBron, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
Makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in L.A. for high school.
LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
Lakers trail by 3. Rondo passes to McGee, taken away by Anthony. Now here's Gordon. Paul outside. Over Rondo. Paul's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Ingram passes to Caldwell Pope. And again, no good by the Lakers.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
Ennis kicks to Paul. Over Rondo. But they'll get another chance. Paul against Rondo. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Rajon Rondo.
You know, when Chris Paul came to the Rockets, a lot of people questioned if he and James Harden would be able to share the ball. Both known for being ball-dominant guards. I think you'd have to say it's worked out pretty well.
Some changes for the Lakers. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Houston, Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Anthony. And it's Gerald Green in for James Ennis. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Yeah, fellas, a putback like that is always a big swing. Not just in terms of points, but the momentum, too.
And the shot's good from Nene.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game. Phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
It's stolen by Green. And the wide-open shot from Paul. Gets an open look and hits. And it's an 8-point Houston lead. And I think Chris Paul never comfortable with that ball-dominant label, Greg. He never played with another guard who could create, certainly on the level of Harden.
No doubt about it. I mean, Mo P, J.J. Redick, guys who were great shooters, but really more off-the-ball players. Chris needed to be that kind of a playmaker, but with Harden, he has someone just as gifted at creating baskets for himself and others.
Outside Gordon. Just 4 to shoot. Over Hart. They get it again. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against New Orleans. Over Gordon, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. To the inside, Green doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Ingram. Ball with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Lakers passing it around. LeBron outside. Back to Hart. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Rockets leading by 5. Green kicks to Gordon. Lobbed up there for Green and stolen by LeBron. Here's Ball. Count it. Ball's got 9 points.
He has the size to be a factor inside. Ball doesn't shy away from testing his luck from that.
Pass to Tucker. Gordon a screen. Tucker the pass to Paul. Misses the 3. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And James throws it down.
But all you have to do is lob it up to James. His timing on these alley-oops, incredible.
The Rockets shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
And here's a look at the stats for LeBron James. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 27 points a game last season. 9 assists and 8 rebounds. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Ball against Paul. Ball no good. Houston in the lead. Green in the post. He's covered by Ball. Poke loose. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Well, look at this. And Josh Harden, he's a guy that played his way into the rotation. He was the 30th pick taken overall in 2017 and ended up with a lot of minutes as a rookie.
Beasley's checked in for the Lakers. And Stevenson comes in for Brandon Ingram. Nene, the screen. Gordon with the screen for Paul. Puts it up from 15. Beasley with the rebound. And Los Angeles guys shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
Timeout called the Rockets. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And I love the fact that they did such a good job of really reacting to what the defense was giving them.
Yeah, all about IQ, you're right. They made smart in-game adjustments. I mean, they seemed a step ahead all night.
1:25 left in the third. Nene, the screen. Paul, right side. 6 to shoot. Nene with the screen on Stevenson. And it's off the back rim, no good.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
LeBron is so powerful. Amazing how he maintains focus, even with the D draped all over.
There's a minute left to play in the third. Paul kicks to Green. Back to Paul. They need this. And James pulls it down. James has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. They get it back. Back to Ball. They set the screen. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Goes back up. Hart, that's good. And it's a 7-point Laker lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Gordon with it. He kicks it to Paul. Shoots over Ball. That one doesn't go. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Los Angeles on top. They finish off the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Harden and Gordon, the guard tandem. Green is out there with Chris. Then it's Nene in at the center position. Gordon kicks to Chris. And some nice passing there by Houston. Shot clock at 6. Nene setting the pick for Gordon. No good on the 3.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Josh Hart.
The first one falls.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And he can't hit the second. And C-Web, so many talk about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they had Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, two the greatest players to ever play the game, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And right there, that 15-1 in the playoffs, that's the gold standard. I mean, Kobe and Shaq were very motivated that year, and I think they're in the conversation for best team ever.
Scooped up. Here's Kuzma. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And Green slams it in.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open. And Harden finds it.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Here's Kuzma. And the Lakers with another miss.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop. And Kuzma slams it in.
Harden leaking out and running at a smart route. Kuzma, he loves capitalizing in transition.
The pass to Chris. There's a screen by Chris. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. The Rockets again can't hit.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Chris kicks to Harden. For the three. The Lakers with the rebound. Beasley's got his third rebound on the night.
A lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing.
Ball against Harden. Capella with a screen on Ball. Gordon for three. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Well, you really do have to D up Gordon from deep. He doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
Harden against Ball. Pass to Hart. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Well, he's shown great patience tonight. I mean, he went through a scoreless first half, but didn't get down on himself. I mean, now he's got it going.
Capella with a screen on Stevenson. There's Green with the three. And another three for Houston.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
And he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
Ball to pass to Beasley. No good off the front iron. Rockets trail by 5. Capella sets a screen for Green. Harden can't hit.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, you talk about the mystique and allure of Los Angeles. The Lakers are undoubtedly the #1 show in L.A. Truly one of the great franchises in the NBA.
And with the legacy and the history of the Los Angeles Lakers comes the pressure to win.
Well, for the organization, they have to be the best. I mean, they have no qualms about going out and going to get a big-time free agent. The players up to the front office, everyone in L.A. feels the pressure to win.
No good on that one. And the Rockets with a big summer and back with a vengeance in pursuit of an elusive title.
Don't count them out. If they can control Chris Paul's minutes, try to keep him healthy for the playoffs, if they're 100%, they can beat anyone.
Ingram, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And he's good on the second.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Lobs it up for Anthony. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Ball dishes to Beasley. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Anthony against Beasley. Anthony down low. Misses in close.
I'm not sure if the D bothered him or if he just lost concentration on that one, but that's a layup he should convert.
Rockets trail by 8. Down low. Here's Gordon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Fearlessness. Gordon using his strength to get off a good quality look inside.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, Kevin, the Western Conference Finals. I mean, the Rockets had the Warriors right where they wanted them. But due to the injury of Chris Paul, I mean, they helped open the door for the Dubs. But you got to play who's in front of you, and they won the last 2 games to take the series.
And Los Angeles with some changes. James comes in for Michael Beasley. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. He told them that for now, they have to back off of the three-point line. He said, we don't have to just shoot threes. Let's get the ball in tight for some high-percentage looks inside the paint. Back to you guys.
And again, no good by the Lakers.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And had they advanced to the finals, Chris, the Rockets would have been favored. Is it hard to bounce back when you felt so close to winning a title?
It can haunt you, but it also inspires you. Because you know there's things you can work on and you can get right back. Winning a title this year should go a long way towards soothing that pain.
Gordon up on top. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The free throw drops for Gordon.
Oh, he's a top-tier shooter. Gordon, he's a former 6th Man of the Year winner who plays his role to perfection. Well, one thing that sold Eric Gordon and Jordan the Rockets was the strength of their training staff. Ariza told him, you feel 10 years younger here. And he certainly looks healthy and rejuvenated.
Such a wide-open look.
The timing, the precision. You got to respect Kuzma's ability to drain shots off the pass.
Outside Gordon. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Gordon had battled injuries in New Orleans, as the entire team had really. But as you said, Chris, it's been a different story for him with the Rockets.
Oh, yeah, and we're seeing his finishing return to levels not seen since his years with the Clippers. I mean, from his first step to his bounce inside, I mean, his athleticism, he's made a comeback.
Here's LeBron, and the dunk by James.
You give James a lane to the basket, he's going to dunk it hard. Amazing watching him just glide through the air.
Rockets trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's tipped. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Yeah, you can't let Rondo get free in those situations. He's an absolute terror on the fast break.
Timeout called, the Rockets. You look at James, what a contribution.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. To the paint, and Chris throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Back to Rondo. LeBron is screen on Paul. Poked away. James kicks to Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. Over Paul. Rondo can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 8. Anthony left side. Here's Paul, and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And the focus Paul has on these shots, takes his punishments and stays locked in on the rim. Crazy.
As many expected him to, Carmelo Anthony choosing to opt into his contract, but his stay in Oklahoma City still came to an end.
You know, it was pretty clear that Melo and the team just didn't mesh. OKC made the choice to let him go and save on the luxury tax. Melo might not be worth max money anymore, but he could still be a factor with this team. And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
And the Lakers call time here.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style again.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for the Lakers. LeBron passes the ball. Now here's Kuzma. LeBron trying to free himself up. They get it back. Drops in the layup for 2. LeBron's got 16 here in the second half.
There's not a more tenacious player than LeBron, and that's the quality you need on the offensive glass.
Here's Anthony. Back to Paul. He doesn't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Ingram. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
So fluid. Ingram's just stopping and popping like a guard.
Chris kicks to Paul. Baseline jumper, and that's good for 2. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
I mean, this is why you put the ball in Paul's hands. It doesn't mean he's not going to back down.
James outside, passes it to Ingram. Kuzma with a screen on Anthony. Ingram kicks to Kuzma. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Lakers lead by 8.
But the cleverness of Kuzma, did you see that? Good at using any screen he gets to create for himself.
And there's the feed to Paul, and there it is for him. Paul's got 25 points.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Ball dishes to Ingram. James sets the screen for Kuzma. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Harden outside, shoots from the baseline. That's good from Paul on the assist from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists here tonight. Paul against Ball. Kuzma sets a screen. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
So think about the high ceiling that this kid Brandon Ingram does. I mean, with his long arms, I mean, he can reach the rafters.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Yeah, those free throws helping him to make the lead even safer.
Rockets trail by 6. To the middle, here's Paul. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And no doubt Paul is still a top-tier point guard, a determined defender, and, of course, a remarkable distributor.
And both free throws good from Paul.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
James kicks to Ingram. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. And the 3 off target.
He's got to find better looks, so he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight.
Chris pass to Harden. Sinks it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
James outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
In many ways, he feels like he's playing his best ball right now when you talk about LeBron James.
break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
And the leadership James brings to this team is incredibly valuable. When things get tight, they look to the king to provide for them.
Showing why he wants to take on more responsibility, Kevin. I mean, Capella's competitiveness in these big moments, admirable.
Kuzma passes to James. Count it!
And James loves these big moments. He isn't afraid to shoot it when the game is on the line.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They trail by 3. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
But these are some of the toughest decisions. I mean, a good argument can be made for either case.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's the first. That will put them up by 2. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
Yeah, Greg, and I say you go for that. I mean, try to get that big 3. That'll win you the game.
Harden against Caldwell Pope. Harden outside to tie it up. Paul. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. The spotlight's on you all the time. How do you kind of put that to the side and deliver the kind of performance you did tonight?
I just wanted to try to lead my team the best way I could. Whatever I needed to do out on the floor, I tried to be there for them tonight. And, I'm glad we was able to get this win.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.